Hello guys, look at this. Wanna know about these guitars? Stick around. Every guitar has a story that attaches to it. You know how you got it, what were you doing then, and what do you like about a guitar, and what do you don't like about a guitar. I'm holding a Takamine TC132SC. I think I was about 16 years old when I went to see the concert of a guy named Miguel Insunza. I'm a true fan of Miguel since I started playing the guitar. In the concert, he was playing this exact model, and I fell in love with it. So I told my sister, who lived in the United States, I was in Mexico, and I told her about this dream guitar. A few months later, I received this guitar. She went to the Guitar Center or whatever, one of those stores, and bought this and sent it to me. What a surprise to open this guitar. I think she paid around $1,600. It was my first great guitar, no, my second great guitar. The first one was the one my father gave me. It was like a 30-year-old guitar that ended up getting broken. Me and my sister were chasing each other. She fell and became pieces. But this is my second greatest guitar. You know, I haven't used it in a while and somehow the electronics stopped working. Fortunately, I have a microphone set up right here so you can hear the acoustics of this guitar. The thing I really like about this guitar is how comfortable it is. Very wide for like classical guitar. The sound is super full, and the electronics sounded great when they worked. Although I always had a ground problem with it since day one when I connected it. I have never been able to figure it out. I reached out to other people with the same guitar, and they also had that ground noise. This guitar here, it's my first Godin guitar. I ordered this online after I saw a guy in YouTube playing it. He was showing how this guitar was able to sound like a piano, because you know this guitar has a connection so you can plug it into a synthesizer for guitar, like a Roland GR20, which is what I use. It's an ancient pedal. I like that it's thin because it's semi-hollow. Godin guitars are good guitars, you know, I recommend them. Quick story about this guitar. I ended up giving it to my sister, and I ended up buying another one from Godin, but it didn't sound exactly the same because every guitar has a specific sound. I ended up buying other models. Eventually I got one of my Godin guitars, stolen. And when my sister found out, she came, surprised me with this guitar and said, "Here, take it back." And I said, "No, I already gave it to you." She's like, "Nope, I'm giving it back." And you know, she insisted, I really wanted it. And I ended up giving her another brand new Godin guitar that had other features. So it was a win-win, you know. I have this one back. Thanks, Lorena. All right, next guitar. This is another Godin guitar. This one also has a synthesizer capabilities, but it's completely solid. So it doesn't have sound unless it's plugged in. So it's a comfortable guitar, you know, it's very beautiful color. It's Rosewood. I don't play it anymore because I have the other one that I showed you. I think I'm gonna sell it actually because I don't really need two of them. So if you're interested, send me an email. So this is the Ortega Guitars Striped Suite. Very pretty guitar. This guitar was given to me by Ortega Guitars when they saw my videos and they liked my videos. Very good relation I have with them. They're very nice people. One of the things that I really like about this guitar is it has a built-in armrest. Your arm doesn't get the marks that you get when you play too long. It's very comfortable. And I love the color of it. Let me show you what it sounds like. They ended up sending me other guitars. Let me show you another one. This is the Ortega Family Series Pro R131. It's comfortable on your left hand, and it also has a good sound. When you have an acoustic guitar, you want it to be kind of loud, you know. for me anyways. I enjoy this one. This is my to-go guitar whenever I wanna play with my children. And then they sent me this other one, hold on. This one I keep on its case. This one is handmade in Spain. I love this guitar because every time I open that case, like all this beautiful, delicious smell comes out. I never had a guitar that I enjoy more open it for the smell than actually playing it. Not, that's an exaggeration. I actually enjoy playing it. This one has a very, very beautiful tone. It has a beautiful sound. It's my to-go guitar for recording. Custom Master Selection M4CS. I don't think they make it anymore. All right, this is my only electric guitar. I've always liked electric guitars. When I was 15 years old, I was the lead guitar player at a rock band. I had a smaller electric guitar, which was my first electric guitar ever. My father bought it for me in a place called Chula Vista in California, because I lived in the border in a Mexican town called Tecate. So in the weekend, sometimes we would go to the US. Many years later, I wanted another electric guitar. I bought a DVD called Where the Light Is, which it was a concert that John Mayer did in LA. It's one of my favorite concerts. I went to the store and I asked the guy, hey, what guitar would be similar to what John Mayer has? So they showed me a model that John Mayer released, but it was too expensive. So I ended up getting this one. I paid like $400, something like that. It's a Stratocaster, you know? So for a while I played the guitar every day, and for now I haven't played in a long time because I'm into the Spanish guitar. So you know how you go in phases, but you know, when I remember that, it makes me want to play it. So sometimes when I'm here in the computer, I look to the side and I see it hanging there and I'm like, oh man, I gotta get back to electric guitar. Okay, so this one here is my Guitarlele. Very interesting concept. I didn't know about Guitarleles until I was having a coffee with my friend Sean Daniel, and we were talking about Ortega, and then he said, oh yeah, I've been looking at their ukuleles. He's like, they even have a Guitarlele. I'm like, Guitarlele? So we looked together in their website and we're like, that looks cool. And so when Sean and me went to NAMM, they handed personally one Guitarlele to each of us. It plays more like a guitar. It's just smaller and it has the sound of a ukulele, the strings. It's such a fun instrument, and honestly, the other thing I really like about this and why I got interested in it when I was looking at the website with Sean, I think it's the perfect size for toddlers' arms. You know how a toddler has tiny hands and tiny arms? It's the perfect size to start teaching your daughter or son. I have here Riptide, Boulder Creek is who makes the pickup. And yeah, I guess no, Boulder Creek makes a ukulele and it's called a Riptide. And I like the design, that's kind of why I got it. It's electric acoustic and it has this hole here instead of here. I used to have my gigs for a while until one day a speaker, a subwoofer that I was carrying in my car, on a turn, it just rolled over the ukulele and it got destroyed in tiny pieces. My guy Lenny, he was able to put it all together. I think one of the reasons I don't play it anymore is because as soon as I take it out of the bag, all I hear from the crowd is, can you play Somewhere Over the Rainbow? So if you see me with my ukulele somewhere, please don't request this. Ooh. This one right here, I use every day at my gig. This Ortega Lizard series, it's so practical to bring with me. It's very small, but it has a full sound of a bass. This one here, it's really, really beautiful. Years back, I started listening to the Mark Anthony and the salsa bass, and I was like, what do they do to make it sound so amazing? I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It's a very unique sound. This is what it's called a baby bass, which is different from an upright electric bass. And so I found a company in the UK that makes high quality baby basses. I did a lot of research and a lot of people were talking about the KK bass. I played for a little while with a folk music band called Patron from Sarasota. So I was their bass player for a little while. I went to a festival with them. I used this with the band. I also recorded this bass on a song called Tumbao on an album I did with Sean Daniels, so check that out. The #1 most viewed video in this channel is a review that I did on this guitar. I'm still grateful that brought me a lot of subscribers and views, and it's understandable to wanna know about this instrument, because when I saw in YouTube people playing this, I was like, that is tiny and gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's basically an electric guitar that is tiny, a travel electric guitar. A lot of people say, oh, it's just a ukulele or guitarlele, but it's not. It has a pickup just like an electric guitar. So it's very compact, it has good tone, it has a built-in preamp with a battery inside. You can actually plug in your headphones, and it even has a little bit of distortion, like a tiny bit of gain. I have played this in an airplane and I can practice. It's a fun instrument, and I'm friends with the owner. Hi Phil, if you're watching this, hello. At some point I want to get an all black one. The all black one is very, very attractive, so I think I'm gonna get it at some point. This one is a wood draw. Fun little instrument. I haven't taken it out of here in like 3 years. How odd and weird this is. The build quality doesn't seem like really great. It's like very rough edges, very sharp. Like you could take someone's eye with this, like a zombie, you know? The numbers here is just a sticker with tape. So I bought it because I thought it was fun, you know, and different. I'm not gonna lie, it has such a cool sound. I bought this in Nashville, North Carolina. The people who sold it to me were very nice. It's a fun instrument, why not? What other instruments can I talk about? Hold on. Okay. This isn't mine, so I don't know if it counts. This is a cello I bought for my wife. So it's been sitting there. I've been interested, but you know how it is. You forget you even have it. Wow, this string is about to break. I wish I knew how to play the cello. To finish up this video, what are instruments that I would like to have? It's an excellent question, and thank you for asking. I have never owned a steel string guitar to this day. A friend of mine let me borrow one of his steel string guitars. He used to work at a guitar store in Mexico. I think I'm due for one, so if any of you watching knows anyone in Martin, maybe they will be interested in reviewing one of their guitars. Why not? A friend of mine, Scott Owens, came to my house and we reviewed his guitar, and it got me very interested. You know, I would like to have a Martin acoustic electric steel string guitar at some point. I guess it would be fun to have an electric drum set. If you're looking at someone playing it with their headphones, it looks kind of ridiculous, right? You just hear. But I played one with headphones and they seem a lot of fun. So another instrument that I would like to have is a fretless bass. I already had one, but it wasn't fretless from the factory. Actually, I took it to a guy who took the frets out, professionally removed the frets and filled it up with a paste. And it was the perfect fretless bass. In my song Blanco y Negro from my album Universal Universe, I used this bass and it sounds so cool. Unfortunately, I sold it before I went to Spain, and it's one of those instruments that you regret getting rid of it. Maybe one day I will buy it back. Maybe one day I will take it back into my arms. That beautiful Ibanez custom-made fretless. I miss you every day. That's it for today's video, guys. Be safe out there, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.